are objectives that would be for years for many to achieve, and they aren't easily remedied overnight. So as a person speaking from experience and qualification, the personal description of mine is that as a self-absorbed individual 20 years ago that had to grow up after a tough experience, had to do the work and had to become a better person. And that's all about what elevating oneself to good, fulfilling lifestyle habits is all about. So the matter of being self-absorbed or narcissistic is positive. It's not entirely negative. Selfish is good. But when it is inconsiderate and when it is hurtful and disruptive and disturbing to others, that is not conducive to one's own progress, and it's not conducive to others. So we all have to grow up at some stage. None of us are born completely perfect. Some say we are born perfect and then we just live life and we get a little bit messed up. That's a prerogative. The idea is that perfection is attainable, but it's not attainable with bad attitudes, behaviours or practices. And maintaining integrity and dignity are one of the most difficult objectives in anyone's self-development. They say that if you're able to help others, you're in a better position than those putting people down, and it's more rewarding and it's more beneficial. It's more beneficial. The receiver, the receptor, feels better for the help, assistance, or support, and the person helping feels they've done some good in the world. And that's what it's all about. It's about making the world a better place. And that's not an easy objective either. So from a world perspective, in recent days and weeks and years, there have been vast improvements, and that is fantastic. In our own micro space, in our own personal little bubble, trying to maintain perfect isn't so difficult. It's about structure, and it's about conscience, and it's about integrity. These are my personal ideals as a human being. If I'm able to wake up in the morning and say that I haven't hurt anyone physically directly, then I feel good about myself. When I might have some negative self-talk occurring, I'm only hurting myself. I like having a clean conscience. It's priceless. Some people can't sleep at night with the thoughts of what they've experienced against others or from others or to others. So the issues or matters or topics, however one wants to describe it, that I'm going to be addressing are just a few factors in maintaining and elevating good behaviours and good lifestyle habits. For a person that had very difficult challenges and very poor personal habits in some respects, there has been fantastic improvements since I commenced my work in 2006. I'm not a perfect person. I don't claim to be a perfect person, but I am a sober person and a rational-minded person, and I have a clean conscience at the end of the day. So that's priceless, and that's my starting point for this series of uploads regarding aspirational development. It's just living at a higher vibration, not particularly completely perfect, but peaceful. And life is challenging, and there are people that aren't so peaceful and that can be quite disrupting and disruptive, and maintaining our own level of peace of mind, and peace in our environment are all very important for not just longevity, but for quality of life. And these are all very simple little concepts and very simply explained. So with the works that I have read, I've read and studied and practiced what I'm speaking about. And it's my role as an educator to coach and to motivate and to self-improve. And I'm always self-improving. As is clear from my recent uploads, my experiences haven't exactly been fantastic. This is life. This is a life challenge. It's an obstacle. But coping skills, coping mechanisms, these practices that maintain a level of sobriety that some people can't buy or practice or even discuss are all going to be addressed in my shares and uploads for these topics of self-development. And for today, that's just enough. And I'm looking forward to sharing more with you. And the trilogy, the trio that I have in front of me, I'll be sharing on another forum that will be able to be referred to also with more descriptive guidelines, tips, advice, etc. for those of all age groups, and for those just starting, and for those that are just having a little obstacle in their experiences, and for those that are just interested in self-development and coaching. So that's enough for today, and I'll be sharing again tomorrow.